Hi guys, Matt from 123myIT here, and in this video we'll show you everything you need to know about the Samsung Galaxy S22. There are three different models in the Samsung Galaxy range. There's the S22, which is the model we have here, and then there's the S22 Plus and the S22 Ultra. Pricing for the S22 is the same as last year's S21, and it starts at $799 USD for the 128GB model. You also have 4 different colours to choose from: black, white, green and pink. The S22 has a 6.1 inch display, and it comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 chipset, which is an octa-core CPU. Also included is the Qualcomm Adreno 730 GPU and 8GB of RAM. Let's take a look inside the box. First up in the box of the Samsung Galaxy S22, you have the phone itself. And there's a little bit of plastic on the front, back and sides which needs to be removed. Next you will find the documentation. It's a quick start guide, warranty information and Samsung Care information. On the back of the black box there is also a SIM card eject tool. The only other accessory is a USB-C cable for charging. The Galaxy S22 supports 15 watts wireless charging and is IP68 water and dust resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. The Galaxy S22 has a 6.1 inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display. If you compare it with last year's model, the S21 on the left, you can see the S21 has a bit more screen real estate on its 6.2 inch AMOLED display. If you are looking to update to the S22 from the S21, just be aware that the screen is smaller. Although the screen is smaller, I actually like the size. It just feels a bit more compact. A bit like an iPhone. I'll let you be the judge. On the right side you have the volume up and down buttons and the sleep wake power button. On the bottom you have the USB-C connector, microphone pinhole and SIM card slot, and one of the stereo speakers. Actually, the stereo speakers are pretty impressive. Let's take a listen.
The 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom. My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Wait a minute.
Face recognition, face unlock and fingerprint scanner are standard on the Galaxy S22 models. And they work really well now. There's also a toggle button to turn off the swipe part on the lock screen when your face is recognised. I always found it very annoying that you have to swipe to access your phone, even though your face has unlocked the screen. Just let me into the phone once it's unlocked. How fast was that? Along the front top of the S22 we have a 10 megapixel camera which has an f2.2 aperture. It's the same one as the S21 from last year, so no changes here. On the back of the S22 you have a triple camera setup which also features an ultra wide, wide and telephoto cameras. The 12 megapixel ultra wide lens has a 120 degree field of view with a f2.2 aperture. There's a new 50 megapixel wide lens. It has a larger sensor and an f1.8 aperture. And the last camera features a new 10 megapixel tele lens which has a 3 times optical zoom and an f2.4 aperture for stunning portrait shots. The Galaxy S22 can come with either the Equinox or Snapdragon CPU, depending on where you live. A fast processor is important when playing games and videos or generally moving about the phone. Let's run the GeekBench Benchmark and see how the S22 performs against other models. The results of the GeekBench scores show that the S22 does outperform last year's model, the S21 and the S20 Plus. However, the S10 in my video showed a very high GeekBench score of 4461, which I'm not sure why it was that high, and it may be just an older version of the GeekBench software. It should be around the 746 mark. If you want to check out those videos, I'll put a link in the description. While running the CPU benchmark software, let's take a look at where the S22 is heating up, and it seems to be mostly at the top of the device near the cameras. which is away from where your hand might be resting, so it's a fairly good design here. However, the S22 does get quite hot at 34 to 29 degrees, which is probably one of its downfalls. Another thing to mention, the back of the S22 is now made of glass. So last year's model, the S21, it was made of plastic. And the edges on the S22 are sharper and not as smooth, which did annoy me a bit when I first picked it up. But now, not so much. I don't know if I've got used to it or what. And the battery is smaller on the S22 at 3700 milliamp hours, which sounds like a bad thing. However, I look at it as a good thing. First of all, the screen is smaller and the chipset is more efficient, so you just don't need a bigger battery. I think it's actually good design by Samsung here. Okay guys, so here's my pros and cons. The S22 is a great phone and it's hard to pick anything wrong with it. Samsung have taken an already great phone from last year and just made a few little tweaks to it to make it even better and more compact. Guys, don't forget to check out my other videos such as top 5 Android settings to turn off in 2022. And also do me a favour, if you know anyone who might like this video, please share it with them, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon.